The Newsday continues here in One News Now. I'm Diego Castro, bringing you the biggest headlines from around the world. Chinese President Xi Jinping is reportedly visiting Russia as early as next week. Xi's plans for a visit to Moscow came amid China's offer to broker peace in Ukraine that has been met with skepticism in the West, given Beijing's diplomatic support for Russia. Last month, Russian President Vladimir Putin said Xi's visit to Moscow had been agreed on, but the Kremlin chief did not provide an exact date for their meeting. China's foreign ministry also has yet to issue a statement on the matter. The International Criminal Court is expected to seek the arrest of Russian officials over war crimes committed amid its conflict with Ukraine. A source says the arrest warrants could include the crime of genocide, as well as the forced evacuation of children from Ukraine and targeting civilian infrastructure. If realized, this would mark the first international war crimes cases arising from Moscow's invasion. The source says warrants are expected to arrive in the short term if the prosecutor's request is approved by the pre-trial judge. Meanwhile, the U.S. has begun an aggressive new push to inflict pain on Russia's economy and its oligarchs as the war in Ukraine rages on. The details in this report from the Associated Press.
I think it can be quite effective to be sanctioning facilitators, and Treasury does in fact do that and has done that in the Russian program in particular. There are individuals who, going beyond money managers, are in aviation services or maritime services who are essentially professional sanctions evasion brokers. And they have been listed to some extent, and I think that can be a powerful tool. It's certainly one that in the Department of Justice's prioritization is at the top of the heap. We will not take assets that are not fully forfeited through judicial procedures and begin confiscating them without a legal basis. So the question of what you can do with a seized asset is very different from the question of what you can do with a fully forfeited asset. My focus, the task force focus, is on getting assets to be fully forfeited. What this work is for attempting to offer some modest assistance to Ukraine through our forfeiture work at the end of the day, and to plug holes in a global sanctions regime that has already had some success in slowing and frustrating the Russian war machine.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now World. I'm Diego Castro. Britain now faces the risk of angering China after it increased exports of submarine parts and tech to Taiwan last year. That's according to a report by Reuters. Britain's move aims to help Taiwan upgrade its naval forces. Reuters research shows that the value of licenses granted by Britain for the export of submarine components to Taiwan totaled a record $201 million in the first 9 months of 2022. That's more than the previous 6 years combined. When presented with these figures, China called on Britain to stop providing military support to Taiwan, as this undermines Beijing's sovereignty and peace in the Taiwan Strait. U.S. President Joe Biden pledged to do whatever is needed to address a banking crisis threatened by the collapses of Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank. Biden's address came after recent moves by the U.S. government to guarantee deposits at collapsed tech-focused lender SVB failed to reassure investors about the health of other banks around the world. Biden says his administration's rapid action over the weekend should give Americans confidence that the U.S. banking system is safe.
Your deposits will be there when you need them. Small businesses across the country, the deposit accounts at these banks can breathe easier knowing they'll be able to pay their workers and pay their bills. And their hardworking employees can breathe easier as well.
Biden adds that he is going to ask Congress and regulators to strengthen bank rules to prevent similar failures. SVB suffered a run after a big hit on a portfolio of bonds, causing its collapse, which has become the largest U.S. bank failure since 2008. Regulators have now set up a new facility to give banks access to emergency funds, while the Federal Reserve has also made it easier for banks to borrow from it in emergencies.
Look, the bottom line is this. Americans can rest assured that our banking system is safe. Your deposits are safe. Let me also assure you, we will not stop at this. We'll do whatever is needed.
Asian talent earns the spotlight at this year's Oscars. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, which features Asian American actors, dominated the awards night and has become the most awarded Best Picture since Slumdog Millionaire. MJ Marfori with the details.
And the Oscar goes to Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once came into the Oscars as a favorite, and it won like 1, 2. The metaphysical multiverse comedy bagged the prestigious Best Picture trophy at the Academy Awards, as Hollywood embraced an offbeat story about a Chinese-American family working out their problems across multiple dimensions. The film took home a total of 7 trophies out of 11 nominations, making it the most awarded Best Picture since Slumdog Millionaire in 2008. The movie also claimed 3 of 4 acting Oscars for stars Michelle Yeoh, Ke Huy Quan, and Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeoh specifically became the first Asian woman to be named Best Actress. The 60-year-old Malaysian-born actress also claimed the first Best Actress win for a non-white actress in 20 years.
For all the little boys and girls who look like me watching tonight, this is a beacon of hope and possibilities. This is proof that dreams dream big and dreams do come true. And ladies, don't let anybody tell you you are ever past your prime. Never give up.
Best Actor went to Brendan Fraser, culminating the former action star's return to center stage for his physical transformation as a 600-pound reclusive professor in The Whale.
I started in this business 30 years ago, and things, they didn't come easily to me, but there was a facility that I didn't appreciate at the time until it stopped. And I just want to say thank you for this acknowledgement, because it couldn't be done without my cast
Other winners include Avatar: The Way of the Water, which won the Oscar for Best Visual Effects. Ruthie Carter, who won Best Costume Design for Wakanda Forever. The German film All Quiet on the Western Front, based on the 1929 novel by Erich Maria Remarque, which won the Best International Feature Film Oscar. For News 5, MJ Marfori, we are One News.
And those are the top world headlines of the hour. Join us again at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. Coming right up is Agenda at 8 a.m. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News. All sides, all the time.